Hello and welcome to Take Time. I'm your host Patrick Marlette, and let's talk about something new from Barton Watch Bands. Now, Barton Watch Bands is an early supporter of this show. They've sent me review items in the past that I've tackled here on the show, and although I had a few issues with their items, they always seem to take the commentary well, and it really shows, especially with our review item today. Now, just so you guys know, these straps were in fact sent in for review as well. They were gifts to the channel. And I want to preface this video by stating that because, honestly, these straps are so close to being a 10 out of 10. Among all the other review items I've been sent here on the show, this is the closest anything has come to a 10 out of 10. And that's because it addresses so many issues I have with rubber straps. It really does appear that Barton is listening to their customer base and reviewers, because all the changes they've implemented on this elite lineup of straps is phenomenal. Now, for those of you who are familiar with the review format on the show, I like to start with the bad and then move on to the good before giving the final verdict on the review item, but I'm going to break form here for just a minute and touch on the good notes before I hit that one bad note in regards to this rubber strap. So here is how these Barton watch bands, the elite silicone straps, are being marketed and sold. You'll notice there's a little bit of literature regarding the items inside this bag on the back. And then on the front end, you'll see that you get one long strap, which is on the right-hand side here. And then on the left-hand side, you have a shorter tail end strap for those consumers that have a slightly smaller wrist. So, you don't have to concern yourself with measuring your wrist out or getting the right size. They just give you options, which is really phenomenal. And if you were planning on wearing this casually or over a wetsuit, then you have a longer end strap to wear over that wetsuit that matches stylistically with the colorway. And that's the next really awesome thing about these straps, is the amazing options they have for these straps right out of the gates. So not only are there 13 unique colorway options for these straps, ranging from 18 to 20 to 22 millimeters in width, there are 5 different buckle options as well. There's stainless steel, black, gunmetal, gold, and rose gold. So I'm not going to do the math, but that's a lot of combinations. And I don't know about you guys, but options are always great. So this is a major good point for me. The fact that you're producing a new product for your brand and that you're coming at the market with a series of color options so that it will be perfectly accessible for pairing with a variety of watches is really smart. Now, between the shorter tail end strap and our long one back here, the recommended fit is for anyone with a 5-inch wrist up to an 8-inch wrist. I think that's going to cover most all ranges of individuals. So again, you get both of these straps in the bag, so you don't even have to concern yourself with it. Now, the second fantastic note about these straps is their solution to the issue, the common issue of rubber straps having loose keepers. Now, you might have noticed when I was showcasing that black and red strap that there's a huge hole in the tail end of our strap here. Well, this isn't just for show. It's not going to open a beer can or anything crazy like that. But if you were to look at the 2 floating keepers over here, you'll notice that one of them has a little lip sticking out on the inside right there. Well, that lip or button or whatever you want to call it goes inside of the tail end here and makes it so that neither keeper falls off and that the strap is perfectly secure to your wrist. Now, I don't know if Barton invented this solution, but it's certainly the most accessible one I've seen on the market, and it's implemented so well here. Now, on that note, I think it's time for a wrist shot. Dang, look at that. I was just sliding it on my wrist, and the keeper already fell into the hole of the tail end of the strap. The locking mechanism has engaged. And here is what your elite silicone strap will look like for all of your admirers. And when you are going to admire it, it's going to look a little something like this. And you can already begin to see what I'm talking about with that locking keeper. It sits into the tail end of that strap and secures it against the upper half. And I have to say, it does a phenomenal job because throughout my day, that keeper has not slid off the rubber strap. And again, that is the issue that has plagued rubber straps with me up till this point. They always fall off. The keepers never stay on the strap. So having that solution at the top, cinching the strap down, is swell. It's fantastic. It's really, I want to see this in every strap, let alone rubber strap. I really love how it meets the tail end of the strap right at the end. I think aesthetically it's really, really good. I mean, I hate when there's a little piece of strap sticking out of the end and it just waggles around. I like how this meets it at the very end. I mean, it's just well designed, well conceived. You can see I'm very excited with this on my wrist. I've been wearing a few of these straps on a variety of my watches, and there's nothing but good things to say. Like the way it wears is incredible. Again, it's extremely supple out of the bag. It's extremely comfortable. There's really no faults here. The other great thing about Barton watch band's main line of products is that they all feature these quick release pins. And regarding the situation here with these elite silicone straps, you can do a lot of really cool things. As a matter of fact, you can mix and match colorways however you choose. And this is great if you like accessorizing your watches or just giving yourself a diversity of colors and arrangements of colors when you're wearing your watch. That's why I review accessories on the channel. I mean, I think next to just owning a watch you really enjoy is the experience of wearing it. And they've made enhancing that experience so easy and so accessible. But really, the best part about this strap collection is the fact that these elite silicone straps are under $20. You're essentially getting two straps when you buy one set of straps, and that you have a longer length and a shorter length. You're getting so much for a lot less than the competition, and I have to say that really does make these one of the better offerings on the market. Here is the other watch I have been rocking these straps on, and I have to say I absolutely love the diversity of colorways because you're gonna find something to match any of your watches with what they're offering now. However, the only issue, the only thing that bugs me about this strap range, the thing that's keeping it from being a 10 out of 10, because they're really that great, guys. The keepers are fantastic. The feel on the wrist is fantastic. The color options and variants with buckles, it's all there. Sizes, everything. In regards to the Jenault in front of us, this waffle patterning on top of this strap doesn't work well in relation to a lot of my sports watches. It looks decent on the Jenault, but it doesn't look good on a lot of my other watches. And that's a shame because with all of the colorways and all of the options available now, the only thing we're lacking is a variation in patterns. I would have loved if they offered a strap with that smooth matte finish we see on the rear ends of these straps. It would have been great if these were completely reversible, but due to the quick release spring nature of these straps, you'd always have that ball facing up. And you'd also notice that the strap is curved by a slight degree to make it fit your watch a particular way. And it's a shame that there's only the waffle patterning right now. So there is room for improvement, in my opinion, moving forward with this lineup. Everything else is fantastic. Keep it the same. Offer more patterns in all of those different color options, and you really have a winning product here. One final thing to note, and I won't say this is a bad note per se, but these pins aren't going to fit comfortably in every watch. They are a little bit smaller in diameter around the heads of these pins, the ones that go into the lugs. But I had no issue fitting them on watches with shallower lugs, such as my Weiler Veta here, up to anything like this Jenault I have in for review. So really one of the better rubber straps on the market. I really enjoyed wearing these on my timepieces. The things you can do with these straps are just so fun and creative, and the price is right, where you can buy a ton of these for the price of any competitor's rubber strap. And that's really, really inviting. So, props on making these new products. I think you're doing a fantastic job, guys. And thank you for sending them in. At any rate, gang, if you found this video informative or in the least entertaining, feel free to hit that like button. It looks a little something like this. If you have friends, forums, or groups that were interested in picking up a better rubber strap, maybe share this video with them. I don't need fancy metal keepers or curved ends to fit my watch case perfectly. Honestly, I just want a watch that wears well, has keepers that stay down, and is affordable and versatile. And this is all of those things. So yeah, if you know someone who has a dive watch and wants an alternative rubber strap, this is a great one to get into. Oh, and if you're new to the channel, I do reviews and videos like this twice a week. They're not always this glowing, but if watch content is your thing, this is a great place for you. Next to the subscribe button, there's a bell icon. If you want to see when my videos release, precisely when they release, that's the best way to do so. Again, my name is Patrick Marlett, and thank you for the time.